Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Pathologic Day, everyone. We return to the filth and the town and the nightmares and the botany. How's everyone doing this Thursday? Hope you all are well. I am aligning my windows. Perfect. I got tired of idling on the howling woman on the starting screen, so I switched into the game to have the nice calm one for today. Excuse me. But yes, we are heading back to Pathologic today. Last time we did half diagnosis, half absolute horrible kangaroo court trial. I have tonkatsu ramen to munch on. It's so good. Tonkatsu ramen is incredible, dude. And Scoop, I'm so proud of you for hydrating. Genuinely. Well done. I know you struggle with hyperfocus at work and things like that, so having the tools to actually stay hydrated is great, I think. Good job. Genuine. Good job / genuine. Yeah, so that was... Hey, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. Not being dizzy is very good. Let's pop on over to the game cam. Hydro homies. I have hydration and dehydration. But yeah. Yeah. We were investigating the house. I'm going to review the casebook real quick of the lady that we were looking at. This botany woman who was claiming that she had hallucinations and she was weak, had itchy skin, and was like super skinny. We're here, minor cat emergency. Oh, is everything okay? Kuma or Song? I hope all is well. Unless it's a cat emergency of like one of them just puked on the fucking carpet, at which point, I mean, that's having a cat. I've been walking on the railroad. I'm trying to figure out how to continue that in some way, but I can't. No, let him cook. Let him cook. Okay. Now that I've cleaned my glasses and can see clearly. So we are investigating this woman's house because she is claiming that she has hallucinations of becoming irrelevant. She seems just conceited. Okay. I like your suspicious under the stair room. Why is all the fucking paint in your house peeling? Who the fuck are you? Song, he's been chewing on his foot for months. We put a booty on his foot to deter him, but some mixture of open wound too tight. Pegasus knows his fur was turning black around the booty. Ugh. Rough. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he's alright and that it clears up soon. So he's unbound and cleaned a bit and is free reign to do several months more damage to himself while he heals. Ah, cats. If only you could tell them, dude, you need it to fix, you need to just not do that for a second. Anyway, to the game. Rough day. Then again, aren't they all at a time like this? Hard times, eh? Good day to you. Could you please... Wait! Dr. Dankovsky? Don't you recognize me? I'm the switchman, remember? We met at the Stillwater. Ah, yes, good to see you. Still manning the switches? Any news on when the train service will resume? Damned if I know, sir. All the sitting around is killing me. A working man ain't meant to be idle. And with my boy stuck out of town, well, it's odd. So how can I help you, Doctor? Your neighbor is in my hospital now. May I ask you a few questions? About Amelia? When Dash was a kitten, we had to dip his foot in liquid and hold it there for 3 minutes, and that was nearly impossible, but it did heal his foot. Yeah, he would get, like, infections on his paw pad. I don't know if you remember that, but, like, he would get, like, this crazy autoimmune response. It seems to have cleared up a lot now that he's older, honestly. We haven't had to deal with that for a while, but he would get this, like, crazy autoimmune response, and he would just chew at it, because, I mean, he's a kitten, and that's what he'll do. But we got, like, this antiseptic liquid from our vet, and they were like, just hold it in this for a bit and then let it do its thing, but you gotta hold him. It was difficult, but we managed. Yeah, Song needed that for 15 minutes at a time, 4 times a day for 2 weeks when I first took him in, and he was the chillest cat ever about it. Yeah, that doesn't strike me as too odd with what I recall of Song. Dumb, but chill. Yeah, Tesh does. Unless that's deep sarcasm, in which point, that's also cat, I guess. About Amelia? I'm the wrong man to ask. I hardly know the lady. A city bird, that one. Even if she's stuck here with us all. You know, on account of all that's going on. She spends much more time in the capital than at home, so I rarely see her. So, she is a local? I wasn't sure. From the way she talks about it, you'd get the impression she's here on an expedition. Oh, she's local, all right. Just standoffish. Us common folk aren't her sort. Her parents are rich and they pay for her every whim. Trips to the capital, fancy amusements, all those plants she fusses over. Frankly, that was my impression too. Science is just an amusement to her, something to feed her vanity. That's Amelia, all right. Other ladies want silk dresses and jewelry. This one loves her potted plants. As if any of it has real value, especially to us working folks. Hold on. You said she goes to the capital? I was under the impression she was out on scientific expeditions, hunting for rare flora. Pouring coffee. Oh yeah, some expedition. She rides the train to the capital, sir. I see her come and go. I work the switches. She always comes back clean and fancy. Except for last time. That day I hardly recognized her. Looked like she'd walked the whole damn way. Let me get this straight. The last time she returned, she looked exhausted? She was a wreck. Sullen, covered in mud. Nothing like the porcelain doll she usually is. She brought a new flower with her again. Usually she hires a crew of porters for all these pots and flowers and such. But this time she had the damn thing heaved onto her own back. Roots wrapped in a dirty rag. I didn't even recognize her at first. Could someone let me into her apartment? Check the flower pot by the door. She keeps a spare key there for whoever waters the plants while she's off in the capital. Who usually tends to the plants in her absence? Where can I find them? Same place as plenty of the other poor wretches. In the cemetery. She used to pay a distant relative to do it. Mother's third cousin or something. One of the first taken by the plague, poor old duff. Thank you. I'll look around and come back to you if I have more questions. What is going on with this woman? at the door. Oh, here we go. This one? Or this one? No, that's a... Or... Bro, what flower pot? Oh, what? Ah, there it is. Does Amelia live in this apartment? Or do her plants? Though what else did I expect? I'm familiar with far from everything here, but some things, of course, are familiar. Such abundance requires serious care. Amelia is surprisingly hard-working. I'm no specialist, but almost all the plants look healthy. Though this probably has no bearing on diagnosis. Except for one. It's either already dead, or it hasn't taken root yet. And the pot this monstrosity is in is different from the rest. I have no idea what this monstrosity is. The soil hasn't settled yet. It's completely fresh. Was the monstrosity repotted recently? Did they repot the monstrosity a few days ago? Probably a trophy from her recent expedition to the south. I'm still weak in botany, but plants that look like this can be poisonous. The forests of southern latitudes are full of dangers and unpleasant surprises. That's curious. Could Amelia have caught some local infection there? Letter from the State Academy of Botany. Dear Miss Platonova, the Academy's commission has decided to deny your application for membership. I will add on my own behalf that your impressive collection of flora from all corners of the world is not an argument in your favor. A collector is not equal to a scientist, especially since your collection was not gathered through grueling expeditions but purchased from other collectors. I recommend that you either stop imitating scientific activity altogether or finally engage in it seriously. Respectfully, Chairman of the Commission, Doctor of Sciences, V. Vishnevsky. Oof. A magnifying glass. Should be handy for studying a herbarium, but for reading, people still prefer glasses. I don't see any glasses, though, and Amelia wasn't wearing any at the hospital. Perhaps she doesn't need glasses. The magnifying glass is for the plants. The cup is knocked over. It could ruin all her notes and damage a valuable herbarium. Was Amelia in a hurry? Or did someone else rifle through her desk and spill it? Tripped over the rug in the parlor. Broke the vase. Nothing but destruction. Was she hallucinating after all? Hello, buddy. Chasing imaginary demons around the house? Something neurological, fainting spells, coordination problems. Or intoxication, alcoholic, narcotic. Maybe she just can't see well. Her body must not be obeying her. How else could she knock things over in her own home? Okay. Is there anything else to look at? Don't think so. Facebook. Loss of coordination. Maybe. Visual impairment? Maybe. Do you want to settle? Speaking of Mr. Who Will Not Be Contained. Okay, there you go, buddy. Settled. Good. Okay. Can I talk to him again? Is anyone else here? That's not a real door. None of those are real doors. Okay. Ah, he just got settled. He just got settled. He'll be delighted, though. Hi, buddy. These are from Scoop. Oh, he doesn't get to settle. I see. Your master. You two are made to dance for the amusement. Oh, look at him go. Oh, you see his little grabby hands. What did you do? Did you knock it somewhere? Why are you complaining at me? You know how to get up there, you dingbat. You buffoon. Keep him on his beans. Boy. Dingbat. I don't know why Dingbat was the one that came to mind. That it was a very my father insult, and I hate it. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. So let's go back and try to talk to her. It's such a nannyism. Yeah, it's a real old person ass thing. Once again, I'll have to play detective to figure out the diagnosis. I feel like I'm missing something in there. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and try to talk to her. If I can't figure it out from there... I think one of the key things is, though, that we know that she's not fucking hallucinating. She's just having a crisis because no one gives a shit about her. Because she's not a scientist. She is someone who buys a bunch of plants. Walk into the hospital, gun drawn. All right, lady. I prefer to think of it as classic. Dingbat's just a good thing to call someone. It has a good mouthfeel. The punch of the T and the B right after one another, it's a good one. I went to your... So, Dr. Dankowski, will you be able to heal my mental ailment? I went to your home, Amelia. You have a spectacular collection of plants. Thank you. It's not my home, though. Just a temporary abode. I wouldn't want to think a cramped lodging in a backwater town to be my actual residence. Looking at the state of your apartment, I couldn't help but thinking you're experiencing some difficulties with coordination. Is that the case? Oh, nonsense. Here, I can touch the tip of my nose with my index finger. I can walk in a straight line if you insist. Would you say your health deteriorated while you were on your expedition? You are my attending physician. That is the only reason why I'm admitting it. Yes, I would say that. But a true researcher never shies from the hardships of the wilderness. I have bad news for you. That must be where you contracted it. In the deep forests to the south. The good news is, this is why the sand pest hasn't killed you yet. Am I doomed, Dr. Dankovsky? I don't want to die. I'm not ready. My name isn't in a singular botany textbook yet. Do you have manuscripts? Drafts? I will ensure that they are published. So... She doesn't have a loss of coordination. Does she have hepatitis? I don't think so. Liver necrosis can be caused by viral infection. Can also develop in individuals who abuse alcohol or drugs. We've read this one already. Bonkowski's fever? An extremely dangerous contagious disease described in detail by Dr. Bonkowski. Epidemics of this disease can occur but are characteristic only for tropical inhabitants, i.e. those in hot and humid climates. Oh shit. So is she just like shit out of luck? Well, the details on this one are lining up quite a bit. Within the borders of the Empire, cases of this disease are extremely rare. Typically, the afflicted are pilgrims visiting southern countries for religious purposes, or merchants involved in trade with tropical lands. The virus rapidly affects the lungs, leading to breathing difficulties. The heart muscle is then targeted, and at this stage, the disease is practically incurable. Risk groups, pilgrims, traders, travelers visiting tropical countries. She is shit out of luck. All of these people are doomed to die. But correctly diagnosing them lets us figure out how to make vaccines to help prevent people from dying later. But no, they're dead by the next day, every time. I think you may have Bonkowski's fever. Let's highlight the rest of the symptoms. Like, that just lines up almost perfectly. What? Okay. So that's not... Alright. So it wasn't a loss of coordination, it was that she couldn't see well. She didn't mention or really deal with any of the stomach stuff or the heart stuff. I guess the burning sensation in the heart could be... They all have sandpest in addition to the disease Archaic is diagnosing, and this kills the human. Yeah, sandpest is, barring magical intervention from Super Bowl blood or mystery sorcery pills from children, sandpest is 100% fatal. It is merely an inevitability. Because it's evil. The disease itself is evil. And also, if I remember right from Pathologic 2, the manifested screams of the earth itself from being stabbed in the heart by the polyhedron. So, cool. Hi, pal. I think she's got Bonkowski's fever. I'm going to lock it in because I think I've got all the info I can. The disease is evil, like intentionally. The disease has an intentionality. There is a manifestation of the disease. There is intent behind it. Not necessarily fully sapient, I suppose, but there is a malevolence in it. And it is like magic, kind of. There were like big ghosts made of the disease chasing us. There's one singular big ghost of the disease chasing us here, in the form of a spectral woman who grabs and tries to kill us, who I repeatedly have to find and build a gun out of a flower and shoot her, which I, speaking of, still need to do today. God forbid humanity warping forces do anything. Okay. Now I feel like you're just splitting hairs here. I don't think... By no means do you, in fact, gotta give it to the sand pest. There are some points of interest left unexplored. I agree. And it's probably where Saburav is. And he lives there, if I remember correctly. I do find it a little interesting that... Hey, take the gun back out. Is this the same town as Pathologic 2? Yes and no. It is... I would say, and I would describe it as a different instance of the town, where things are happening a bit differently this time. There's all the same players, there's all the same major events that are happening, but there's slight differences, enough to nudge certain aspects of the narrative. We're getting a different perspective this time because we're Dankovsky instead of Artemy. We're getting a different perspective this time because things are happening just in like slightly different orders in a lot of ways, it seems. Like a parallel alternate Duber going on, same plague but different unreliable narratives, kind of. Again, amateurish, and I have only a limited understanding. There are myriad video essays about this content, and I know Amnesty Alan here is also well versed in understanding of it, though I imagine it may be difficult to dance around spoilers depending. But yeah, it seems to be kind of different universes in a way of the same town. The map is the same, the geometry is the same. Everyone got here the same way under the same pretexts, and then the events of these 12 days unfold a little differently every time. There's weird analogies to like theater-going performances, the act of playing your role and things like that, as well as then like subverting that and escaping the role, which was something I think one of the Inquisitors was talking about in the previous game. But yeah, like there's a new guy in this one. The real, I don't know if you were here yesterday, but the real fuckface that made us do the kangaroo court trial thing just straight up was not in Pathologic 2. This is a new guy. And God, he sucks bad. But it has, by his presence alone, inherently changed the narrative and how this unfolds. These things are happening, same as it ever was. But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting, and I feel like that question is kind of crux to the whole narrative of it. Good shit. Wasn't I just in a nasty zone? Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. Hey, buddy. Routine. Oh, this is the diagnoses. I should probably get more manic, but I don't have many drugs. Where's this hoser at? Bing bong, fuck your life. For the bit, if there had been a bandit there, I might have just shot him. Bing bong, fuck your life. Boom. No bird this time. Ah, yes, the Sabarov's hanging tree. It would have been very clippable, I think. Hey, Sabarov. Oh, fuck, I hate your house, dude. Sabarov, your house sucks shit, my man.
With every breath, your soul drains slowly away. So just keep your mouth shut and don't let it slip out.
Have you come to judge me again, Dankovsky? Didn't you get enough at the cathedral? Hello, I am here to witness the horrors. Welcome in, Myth. I have had enough trials for one day. I still can't stop thinking about that trial. That moment when I betrayed Clara. You had no choice. Clara has to understand that. No, she won't forgive me. And she'll be right. Clara was a miracle, a godsend. And I renounced her, rejected her. She was there. She saw and heard everything. Actually, no. You realize that's exactly what Karminski wanted, don't you? To crush you. You have to understand. Katerina and I have been trying to conceive for years, but all in vain. The whole town gossiped about us behind our backs. Katerina is a mistress. After all, she destined to perform miracles. And we couldn't even create a child. And then Clara appeared like a glimmer of hope. Fate took pity on us, gave us a daughter. People say Clara crawled out of an empty grave on the night Simon died. Don't you think that's suspicious? People say a lot of things. They said Katerina was eating her own unborn children. That's just gossip. Fibs. Clara was a true godsend. She took away Katerina's pain. She was sent to us by fate. And I renounced her. And now Katerina is wasting away before my eyes. It wasn't Clara taking away Katerina's pain. It was the morphine Clara stole from your wife from the hospital. Clara warned us about you. Said you were heartless, that it was your main flaw. And you couldn't feel another person's pain or empathize. She was right. As always. What do you need, Dankovsky? Why are you here? I don't know. I just wanted to say that you've been treated unjustly. Without you, this town would have been devoured by the plague long ago. I won't forget that. Thank you. None of it matters anymore. But thank you. Your life doesn't end today. You could have been hanged, but you're alive. That means you still have a chance to fix your mistakes. Stripped of titles, power, and adopted daughter, Saburov holds on for his wife's sake. We're very sad. Okay. You got any dumpsters to kick? Come on, there's always a dumpster to kick around somewhere. Hey, I can squeaky the handle.
Be quiet, you lot.
Well, I might be able to get the Shabnank in today. Let's see. Looking for a flower.
This town has gone mad.
Big green flower. Stay away. Also, all of this. I hear you. Fuck off. Whoa! Oh, hey. Go away. Ah, flower. There. Okay, come on. There's so much shit in the way. Holy fuck. No, you were blasted. Hey. What the hell?
Explain this. You can't.
You can't grab me while I'm blasting you. That's not part of the rules. Ah! How do I leave? How do I leave? Where's the exit? Behind me. That's bad. That's not good. Oh, buddy. Here. Okay. Let's find Hi Pat. How many matches I got? Not like a fuck ton.
As if things are animated.
Wait, no, that's right. I can't prepare the projectile anywhere except the still water. Fuck. Okay, well. Time to go through a danger zone. Alright, we just go this way and ignore everyone. Hey, fuck you. Hello. I would love a chest of goods like matches. Alarm bell. I hear a bell. Comes from the cathedral.
I could
That
use
can-
some quiet.
That can probably wait, right? That can probably wait. We have a priority. Once a day, a Shabnak must be killed. I have the bullet. I have the gun. Now I need the victim.
Так мало мы вас вешали.
Oh, that might have matches. Matches? Matches.
Не бась.
Shut the fuck up.
Только
I'll blast you.
убивай.
Okay.
Something is unraveling.
The Shabnak subsides. You've subdued her for today. I'm getting real lucky on not getting the decoy Shabnak. Like, there was that first day where they explained it, and then I don't think I've seen the default Shabnak ever again. But we've killed the Shabnak every day. We're doing good on that front. If there's nothing else, we have that. Stay. Oh. Duck duck. Lose mud.
You're too high strung.
Поди сюда.
You're too high strung. I know. You think I don't know that? You think I'm not intimately aware? I gotta head out. See you later. Have a great rest of your stream. Thanks for dropping by, Scoop. Have a good personal trainer / workout / whatever you're doing. I don't remember what the situation is on that now. But have a good one all the same. Well, I don't love seeing both the Stomatins there. We're gonna need to figure that one out. Clara looks like she escaped the noose. So that's cool. Cool.
One, 11, 100. No, it doesn't work.
My office hours are over, Dankovsky. But for you, I'm willing to make an exception. You wouldn't have disturbed me without good reason, would you? I thought you were a reasonable man, Karminsky. People define reasonable however they see fit nowadays. I don't have time for philosophy outside of office hours. Get to the point. Yes, I've noticed that your philosophy often comes down to terrorizing people. I'm merely correcting your failures. You've been leading this town for 5 days, and look what you've done with it. There are riots and disgruntled crowds everywhere. Just have a look around. Look who's talking. You just got here and you've already got blood on your hands. It's all a matter of perspective. You say I've got blood on my hands, but I say I've cleaned up the streets. Besides, the gallows are a bloodless affair. I can't afford your brand of softness and indecision. I know from experience how costly those traits can be. Imperium blandum imperiosissum. Can I shoot him? Fuck you. Hey, buddy. Fuck you. Oh. Oh, you guys are just here for show, I suppose. Okay. Fuck me, dude. Right, let's see if we got our diagnoses.
A good beginning is half the battle.
Good day, Dr. Dankowski.
What are you doing here, little? Something urgent at the hospital?
No, everything's running as usual. Aside from the difficulties you're already aware of. I'm filling in for a regular courier today. Brought the patient report. Orderly number 33 stepped out for a funeral. The executions, you know.
Our orderlies were also affected by Arminsky's activities?
Evidently. I think this Karminski calculated it deliberately, so that even if someone wasn't directly affected by it, they'd still be cowed. I'll be frank with you. The orderlies weren't rushing to replace 33. Your emergency command is now right next to the Inquisitor's headquarters. They're afraid to show their faces here.
But you're not afraid, I take it?
I figure it this way. The Inquisitor will execute whoever he wants. Whether you walk past him or not, it's either in the cards, or it isn't. And the cards that I'm preoccupied with are our patients' medical charts. What, should we stop working just because we're afraid?
Thank you, little, for your courage. Take care of yourself. Boom! Diagnosis successful.
Doctor! Oh no. Doctor, the recovering patient Amelia Platonova is sabotaging our orderly's work. Half of them shy away from her, don't want to fall under her stream of contempt. The other have gawk at her. Such a queen, they say. And she studies natural science, too. Almost colleagues. And she gives them botanical lectures obstructing their line of duty. The stepwoman Tute dances day and night. I think she's even gotten better at it. She takes the medications you've prescribed, admits that she hears her so-called evil blood less often now, but believes it wasn't you who helped her but the dance. I don't argue, though I feel offended on your behalf.
How does this happen, Doctor? At least explain it to me. Why did I, a fool, prolong my life with bad water from the Gorkin? Well, Tsetseg brought clean water home for us, did everything right and died of plague before me. No, I can't understand why everything in the world is arranged this way. Okay, well... Oh, boy. Okay. I need to figure out how to fix these other trials. The third day. I need to go back to the third day. And find Peter. Where would I find Peter on the third day? I don't know if I'd need to reset things. Would he be in the bar? Probably. Protocol 7. Oh.
Sow an act, and you reap a habit. Sow a habit, and you reap a character. Sow a character, and you reap a destiny.
Remember 1 segment per day of travel. Don't jump day 7 to 3 if you can afford 4 segments. I don't think it's a full pie as a segment, but it does. The further you jump, the more it takes. So I think you're right, just on a matter of different scale.
Aunt Daniil, my father's in the crucible and he's in a bad way. You have to examine him as soon as possible. I implore you.
What happened?
Early in the morning, the Inquisitor came to us. He's pressed charges against my father and carried out the sentence right there on the spot.
What kind of charges?
He said something about impossible objects, and that father was being accused of instigating the creation of such objects. Please, we have little time. You have to help him. His condition is very bad.
All right, but tell me at least what exactly it was that the Inquisitor did to him.
The Inquisitor touched his forehead and said something quietly. And since then, father's just been sitting down, looking straight ahead. It's been several hours. I've never seen him like this. He has the glassy stare, totally blank. It's like he's turned into an impossible object of himself.
What objects did he mean exactly? The polyhedron has been here for a long time, and I think it was ordered by Simon, not Victor.
The Inquisitor mentioned Yulia Lyuracheva. He said Lyuracheva did something commissioned by father, and that it was an assault on reality. It's all her fault.
What exactly was the object that Lyuracheva has created? What could she have done to attract the Inquisition's attention?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Why do you even care about these things? My father is the victim here, and you're questioning me about Lyuracheva?
I'm just trying to place all the pieces on the board. Find out exactly what happened. Yulia has no idea why she's been fired, which means she could hardly have told the Inquisitor anything of value.
I need you as a doctor, Dankovsky, not a chess player. And especially not as Yulia Lyuracheva's advocate. My father is not a chess piece. He's the closest person I have, and he's in trouble, and it's the only thing that matters now.
Still, I need to talk to Yulia. Listen to her version. Something doesn't add up here. If Maria is to be believed, on Lyuracheva's denunciation, Karminsky deprived Victor of reason. I'll visit all 3. No wonder the Canes weren't at the trial. For them, the Inquisitor didn't even prepare the appearance of justice. Did Yulia really act as an informant? What exactly is meant by deprivation of reason? Fashionable lobotomy? I don't like this Karminsky fellow.
He seems a bit of a dick.
What do you want? I'm just passing by. You wouldn't happen to have something to drink, would you? Something strong, I mean. It's been getting harder to find some in the town. I used to visit Stumpton's pub. He was a decent guy. Would pour on credit. But he's dead now and the place is shut down. The pub seems to have been the main cultural hub around here. Everyone's orphaned without it. Used to be, yeah. Now without Stomaton, there's no more drinks on the house. It's all for money. And who needs that kind of culture? Okay, dude. Andre. It seemed like death could never take him. He lived as though he didn't give a damn about any laws of nature or the state. But now I see that the law of gravity affects the Stomatons just the same as anybody else.
I don't condone such savagery, but the Stomatons, they deserved it. Because of what they did to the town, they pierced it with that huge, ugly pin of a tower. Their so-called art is lifeless. Ever since they punctured it with the town has just been bleeding out.
Wasn't that pin of a tower commissioned by the Canes? Shouldn't the Canes be held responsible?
The tower was a mistake. The Canes wanted the town to be reborn. They wanted it to break free of its cocoon and spread its wings. They were looking for a way, but it was the Stomaton Tower that ultimately doomed the project. It pinned our butterfly of a town to the ground forever. That's my opinion.
I gather the locals see this town in a different ways. For some, it's a bull. For others, apparently, it's a butterfly.
So what is it to you?
Purgatory. Bit of a dick feels like an understatement. Maybe. Oh, buddy!
There's buzzing in my ears.
I will say no more. No more. What exactly will you not say, Victor? I will say no more. Do you remember who I am? What's my name, Victor? I will say no more. No more. Can you say anything other than that phrase? I will say no more. No more. Allow me to take your wrist. I want to take your pulse. No more. So that's what Maria was talking about. Pupils dilated, don't respond to light, gaze fixed. Look at me, Victor. I will say no more. Quos Deus perdere vult dementat prius. He won't tell you anything. I'm the one you should talk to. Where did you come from? I thought a shadow only appeared when someone had died. That is correct. But isn't Victor alive? Or are you not his shadow?
The answer to that question is a matter of perspective. What makes a person alive? Is it their biological processes or their mental ones? The heart or the brain? Someone can be dead even with a beating heart, and physical life is, alas, perfectly compatible with metaphysical death. What exactly did Karminski do to him? Inquisitor Mark Karminski carried out his sentence. Whosoever stands accused of assaulting reality must be banished from it, derealized. That is the law. How specifically did Victor assault reality? What could he have possibly done to deserve such a cruel punishment? It was all because of a street in the atrium. Victor had entrusted Yulia Lyricheva with one of the town's key projects. A street that created realities, a street where a person could see every possible permutation of their fate. But something went wrong. The street wasn't working as intended. Instead of conjuring up possibilities as it should have, it drove people to a nightmarish state of insanity. Did Victor walk the street himself? What did he see? The street was working backwards, for lack of a better word. At first, it appeared the street was broken, and walking it yielded no results. And then Victor found there had been cases of people going insane after visiting the atrium. Those affected included a postman, a milkman, a beggar, and another man who was prone to obsessions. It took Victor a while to realize what they had in common. Would you like to guess what it was?
They all had their daily rituals.
Victor realized the street revealed itself to people who walked it in a specific fashion, moving from one porch to the next. He discovered by experimentation that you had to start from the cathedral square, stand on the first porch to your left, and follow the sound from there.
What did he see there?
He saw that the street wasn't working as intended. He saw that Yulia Liracheva had made a horrific mistake that doomed the entire town. That's not the answer to my question. You said the street drove people to insanity. What did you mean? I've told you all you need to know, Doctor. I know what's on your mind. You're about to test the street for yourself and find out if it's true. I won't be able to stop you. Just know that you absolutely should not do that. You're making a mistake.
So Victor walked the street and he saw... what? Karminsky destroying his mind in the future?
Yes, but there was more. He also saw the town, his town, perish because of the plague. And every day since, Victor watched all the things he'd seen in the street become a reality.
And he didn't try to do anything about it? Didn't take any measures? Why the silence, Shadow? You're making it sound like it was the street and Victor walking through it that brought the plague on the town. Brother, what? This town's fucked up, dude. Intriguing. Let's see for myself how this street works. But we're going to examine some of that stuff in a moment. Because it's the midpoint of the stream, we're going to take our 3-minute ad break, use the restroom, grab a drink, do whatever you got to do, and we will resume this in 3 minutes. See you soon. Good Lord. Karminsky, he sucks big time. Sucks a big one. Is a tremendous piece of shit. I don't like him. Karminsky fills me with rage. Karminsky makes me really wish I could just pull a gun out in the cathedral and mow him down. And I don't think a court in the land would convict me. It's the thing. I think I would be just. If he, as a character, was designed to enrage people, the developers did a damn good job. I think so. I mean, like, he's a phenomenal antagonist in that regard. He's a fucking garbage man. Absolute piece of shit in every fucking respect. Ice Pick Lodge being like, I'm gonna make a man so shitty. And you thought it was Dankovsky, but it's not. Everyone expecting Aglaya Lilich to show up, and this fucking asshole shows up instead, right? It's like, build up Lilich, build up Lilich, build up Lilich. Surprise, fucko! It's the worst dude you've ever met. I do hope we see Aglaya Lilich again. I like her very much. Okie dokie. We're back, gamers. Let's return. And go talk. Hi. Yeah, all right, bud. And go talk to the man we were just talking about, Karminsko. Hey, fuckface.
And thus, detaching himself from the profane world filled with errors and delusions from its vanity, he became the foundation for the roof of the world.
Shut the fuck up, Karminski. What is it, Dinkovsky? Did you forget something here? I've been to the Crucible. What did you do to Victor? If you've been to the Crucible, you must already know what I did and why. Victor Kane has been found guilty of an assault on reality. The Inquisition believes his actions posed a serious threat to the state. What specific actions? What did he do that was so bad? He commissioned an impossible object, and quite a dangerous one at that. I thought it was creating an impossible object, not commissioning one that was punishable. Punishment is on a case-by-case basis. The degree of guilt is established according to the degree of reality subversion attempted. Victor Kane's commission makes him the mastermind of the attempt, which, if anything, is an aggravating factor in our circumstances. Sometimes I get the feeling the Inquisition regards breathing air as an aggravating factor. Congratulations, you're beginning to get the gist of how the law operates. Not that Victor was punished for breathing, of course. His crime was commissioning the creation of an impossible object in the atrium. A street that multiplies realities. Guilt is dictated by whatever the fuck I say. While the street exceeded all of its creator's expectations, it has an unpleasant flaw. Rather than multiplying realities, it collapses them down to a single scenario. The most horrifying possible future. The Inquisition believes that an object like this poses a threat to the state. That sounds paranoid. How can a single street in a remote town pose a threat to the state? Think about it. Whoever walks the street collapses the future into its worst possible scenario. What if someone's collapsed future is one in which the sovereign is assassinated? If the Inquisition cannot allow that to happen. Have you tried walking the street yourself? Have you? I asked you first. You forget yourself, Dinkovsky. Looks like you're still playing Inquisitor. I do the questioning here, not the other way around. Tell me, have you already made the mistake? Have you walked the street? Do I look like a fool? I think I'll politely refrain from comment here. And if you value your own future, stay away from the street in the atrium. I'm trapped in a town that's dying of plague. That street can hardly make my future any worse. I don't think we should walk this street, gang. don't think this is a street to walk. This seems like a place not to go. I think we should walk this street. Surely not. Go for a nice healthy jog from door to door. Not a place of honor, etc. I'll think about it. I'm gonna go talk to Yulia first, though I think we're gonna run out of the day by the time I head over there. I think I'll hit this, and then it'll warp me to the still water. Yep. You know me, I'd be corrupted by the Bleeding Tome of Wisdom so fast. Yeah, no, 100%, read the book, but...
He was clearly doomed, bore all the signs of a life over. He'd achieved everything he could. Every mistake of his irredeemable. Every ship sailed, every opportunity missed. Nothing else to be done on this sinful earth, and he was afraid to admit it. Death forgot to take him, so he chased it. Doomed.
Bachelor Danil Donkovsky, a distinguished pioneer and scientist, a member of the State Medical Academy. Please move your fingers. You're covering the page. I can't read.
It's just an encyclopedic article. 2 lines tops regarding our case. Even the town itself is left unnamed, see? It just says a catastrophic epidemic that's destroyed several towns in the eastern part of the country.
I think I'm gonna not walk the street yet. I think I'm going to, aside from both talking to Yulia, save it and maybe walk it later. That street's staying here. We can time travel.
You had 12 days. Not so many, but enough. One more has passed. The town shifts.
Do you think he brought enough pins with him?
Who?
The man whose footsteps now echo through the cathedral's vaults. He needs pins, the kinds with brass heads, to mount us all like butterflies and lock us under glass.
You mean Karminsky? I think he prefers gallows.
Pins in a shadow box. Those are his working tools. He likes to own and admire, but only the dead, unable to flutter their wings or move from their spot.
Did he come to see you too while I was away?
Oh no, I saw him from the window. But that's enough. A person's character trails behind them like a train. The way he looked around our place, as if he'd walked into a museum or a cabinet of curiosities he was thinking of buying from the owner. Guests are always surprised by our town, but under a gaze like his, you want to shrink.
You're right about the cabinet of curiosities. He spoke to me about something like that. He's interested in what he called impossible objects.
I remember. It's called a killing jar. A box or a glass vessel with a rag soaked in poison inside, to kill an insect without damaging it, so it looks beautiful under glass.
That's just how it felt to me too, when he forced me to participate in judging others, like I was suffocating.
Today, some whispered that he executed you, while others said he made you an inquisitor. Tell me, do you feel like you're under glass?
More like pinned, unable to move.
I pity you, almost as much as I pity our cathedral.
Do you think the cathedral will be harmed by Karminsky setting up there?
Haven't you noticed? The most important thing was driven out of the cathedral today. It's been so unlucky. From the very beginning, Farkad built it for so long, struggled and doubted, and when he finished, on the very first day, the stained glass shattered.
That hulking mass made a rather unsettling impression on me from the start.
It's not unsettling. You know, while Peter and Andre were searching for entirely new, unprecedented forms, Farquaad decided suddenly to turn to the old ones. He learned of a writer who, in our day, wanted to repeat an ancient novel about chivalric romances word for word, to write the same thing but in his own hand, the hand of a modern man.
Wait, you can make out some of the old canons in your cathedral, but it's hardly an exact copy of what was built before.
To build a cathedral like those of old, you'd have to live, feel, and think like people of another time. And Farquaad set out to do that, but halfway through, I still don't understand whether he changed his mind consciously or lost to himself, failed to carry out his own design.
So no one knows whether Farquaad succeeded with the cathedral or not?
Farquaad himself admitted that the cathedral was missing something, that it was an expectation of a miracle yet to come. When he said that, I wanted to cover my ears. Maybe I didn't hear something important.
But they say that the cathedral produces time. So maybe the miracle did happen after all.
Now that his man has settled in there, the cathedral has fallen silent. You can't look at it like an insect that belongs under glass. I'm afraid I'll never hear its shimmer again, with the flicker of a miracle that may or may not have come to pass.
Kaminsky will leave. We just need to finally defeat the plague, and he'll leave. He has no reason to stay. I think your internet is hiccuping. Oh no! That is never fun. Okay. Not available at the end of the day. Fuck me. Okay. Oh hey, we've bought ourselves 3 more days. No, me too, it's just Twitch. Oh, fun. We seem to be doing okay. Anyone who's here, if you could verify once you have a moment that things seem to be behaving as they should. I would be most appreciative. Seems back. Seems like we're moving at a reasonable pace. Excellent. Oh, are you gonna make me do another ad? Fuck you. Eat shit, Twitch. Okay, we haven't listed any decrees for today. Can we do Protocol 7? Perfect. What about curfew? Perfect. And then let's do encouragement. Okay. Lag test. Like, there's gonna be some delay, because there always is, but it's a matter of how much. Yeah, tell me about what's going on.
This has all happened before, hasn't it?
Okay, we know what's going on with that. We'll go talk to Victor in a second. Oh, I gotta get all the shit out of the clock. About 15 seconds, we're good. Awesome. I don't know what that was. I think it was just a weird internet hiccup that I was hiccup that I was dealing with. I think it was on my end. But it's very rare that I have any net issues, so it surprised me. Thank you for sticking around while we dealt with that Bucky tech issues.
Like a good shot.
Oh, too much. Too manic. Too manic.
I'd rather not hear this.
Too manic. Get a little less manic.
These fucking anti-vaxxers.
Alright, let's go to Yulia first, and then we'll speed through the other two.
Какими судьбами? Брат, не убивай.
Hi. The executive producer has returned to stare at me.
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
I was worried sharks were chewing on the internet again or something. Yeah, I guess. I can't prove that they weren't, I suppose. Hey, stay back.
Не убивай. Только не убивай.
Alright, where's Yulia? Oh, I went too far.
Не бась. Мало мы вас вешали.
This one Yulia's house? No, it's this one. Ah, yes. Hey, fucker.
Мало мы вас вешали.
An act leads to a habit. A habit leads to a character. A character leads to a conclusion.
It seems the Inquisitor's arrival has agitated the whole town.
It seems his arrival has especially agitated you, Yulia. Decided to use the Inquisitor to settle your score with the Canes, have you? Didn't expect that from you.
I don't get your meaning, Dankovsky. What exactly is this score you're talking about?
I've talked to Maria Kana. She told me that after talking to you, Karminski'd come to the Crucible and carried out her sentence. Whatever that means.
Post hoc ergo propter hoc. Of what exactly has happened, I know no more than you do. I never told Karminski anything incriminating. All I said was that Victor was my employer, and that he was the most reasonable and down-to-earth among the Canes.
That doesn't seem like sufficient grounds for a sentence. You're hiding something.
Why do you ask questions if you don't believe me anyway? Why don't you ask Karminski?
I'll make sure to talk to everyone. I just decided to begin with you. Fine. Fine, we'll go fucking talk to the others first. How many zones where people are trying to kill me am I gonna have to run through? Oh!
I didn't mean to do that. I just wasted a bullet. Fuck.
Иди сюда. Мало мы вас вешали.
Oops. Firearm safety is important, kids. Fuck you!
Брат, не убивай.
I did that way too many times. Okay, it does make me feel better knowing that it wasn't just me who has just fucking accidentally gone bang at nothing.
Вот сюда.
Which mouse button did I bind the safety to? In the town on the Gorkin, no guns have safeties. Let's go to the Crucible. Hello.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Who did this? You remember my name? Certain dangerous streets. Could you be more specific? Motherfucker. Algorithm. For the street to work, one must walk a zigzag.
Oh, that conversation made me really sad again. I forgot about that.
I can't wait to find the blueprints for this fucking thing. Especially considering I'm pretty sure it is its own blueprint. Hey, bitch boy.
Some laws are unbreakable. Those who break them will inevitably be punished for crimes against the logic of existence.
Okay. We're caught back up. I'm deeply sad. But okay, I'm not gonna walk it, but I want to go look at it.
Oh no, do I have any drugs? Shit, dude.
Come on. Just pump this pipe and then you'll feel better. No, don't kill yourself.
Enough.
Calm down. Fuck. What haven't I seen? Something there. Okay. Okay. Just gotta eat glass. I do really like the little colorful lanterns. I think they're neat. Oh, hey, what's up, brother?
Well, well. Who comes here? Another curious gawker. Another smart aleck believing he can overcome the street's curse. Away with you. Shoo. Get out of here.
All curses are tall tales for skittish villagers. What's really happening here?
I'll explain this.
He's got more. Some of them have more bones around the neck. Some of them just have the skull. This one's a little bit more ornamented.
I'll explain this once. The street is dangerous. People lose their minds walking it. Exactly how it happens, I haven't found out yet. And I wouldn't advise you to try it unless you want that fashionable big shitty haircut of yours to crown a hollowed-out pumpkin. The consequences will be irreversible.
You're not the first one to warn me about it.
I'm telling you, people lose their minds here, as well as the endings to their stupid lives. Not all people, to be fair. There is some secret, some special kind of route, which can be chosen by chance. Don't risk it. And especially don't try to find this route on purpose.
I know it already. You have to walk from one porch to another, probably beginning with the one you're standing at. There must be a reason you're standing at this certain spot, right?
I'm tired of arguing. If you're so set on ruining your fate, then go on. I can't forbid it. I'm not on duty. No one's placed me here. No one's given me the order to board the street off from passers-by, though they should have. The consequences are irreversible. Irreversible! What's done cannot be undone.
I'm somewhat of an expert on undoing what's done, but your words make even me feel uneasy. Ding dong. I didn't walk it, though. Yeah, I would need to do the thing, so I'm just not gonna. I'm getting big don't take the traveler's deal vibes from this. And I know that in Pathologic 2 would straight up just lock you into a shit ending. So I think I'm not gonna walk the street unless I do not have a choice later. I'm not willing to pave everything on a whim. And I'm not willing to walk a street that collapses all realities into a single point in the future. Especially if I'm not certain what that point is. But collapsing probability into a singular point usually feels pretty bad, I think. I'm gonna get to where the glass is showing me. And it's forcing us to kick to a 3-minute ad. So... oh, it's children again. They're all standing in a line. Alright, we'll deal with this in a sec. I gotta run this ad because I had to stop and start the stream, so the timer got fucked up. But I'm not gonna go without everyone being here. See you in a sec. Fucking stupid. Gang, I'm tired. Oop. Oop. So what you're saying is you don't think stripping everybody of their possibility to make a different future for themselves is a good thing? I think it can be a bad thing. I think it is possible for that to be negative. But we can't be sure. I think having the second pot of coffee was a mistake, and I think I'm crashing very hard. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. Ugh, the caffeine crash. Yeah, it's... I'm usually pretty caffeine resilient because I drink probably what is an unhealthy amount of it. But it's really hitting me today. Ugh. Okay, we're back. Let's talk to these children.
Hey, you! Go away! Get off the tracks! Choo-choo! I just want some candy for the kids. When will the candy come? When will the train bring candy? Vital Nutkin Killer Yaridagui.
And who are you supposed to be? The shepherd of your flock?
The engineers call him Boulder, and the Boulders call him Engineer. Choo-choo!
Is Boulder so popular that you're pretending to be him?
Boulder can drive trains, and he used to give us rides. Sometimes. Back when the train still ran. Hey, mister. Why don't the trains run anymore? When are they gonna run again, mister? Huh?
I wish I knew.
A train came today, I saw it. Myself. But there was only one car with one guy inside. I've never seen a whole car for just one guy before.
That must have been the Inquisitor. He's the only one who could have arrived today. That didn't really give me any information. It just told me that he got here. I knew he was here already. I've spoken to him. He made me do a bunch of bullshit. I hate that fucking guy. The child train. Oh god, when you get depressed, you move so slow. It is agony. I understand why Alan was talking about keeping himself at like half mania while he was playing this. Alright, let's go talk to Georgie. Tennille's in his own caffeine crash. Yeah, I'm LARPing. All I need now is to just recklessly discharge a firearm at nothing. I'm sure that won't have consequences in real life. Man, I really get this gun up in their faces. Chug that health juice and enjoy all the mania. Yeah, it really does seem like it gives you enough health that I should be doing that more often. There was one time that I ran out, though, and it spooked me. So now I'm being more conservative with it. Georgie? 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 What you building?
The Onira techs have met the challenge. The polyhedron will live.
Excuse me, Dankovsky, but I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. I know why Victor was punished. And I also know why Victor was punished. How does that help anyone?
I'm trying to understand why you've created the Atrium Street. Why anyone would make something that dangerous.
This question betrays an amateur in you. The main peculiarity of any impossible object is that the creator never knows for certain what exactly it would turn out to be. It's a question of luck. Bad luck, sometimes. Like in the Atrium Street's case.
Usually, when people begin working on something, they have some idea of what the result is going to be.
Do they really? Have you ever heard of Kudogin? He was a steppe man who invented barbed wire. He believed he was creating something quite humane. The wire would protect cattle from predators. Could he have known that his wire was going to be used against people in prisons and concentration camps?
I haven't, but I'm pretty sure this Kudogan never existed. You've made him up just now.
When we employed Yulia, our idea was to create a street that would multiply the realities. We wanted any person who's walked down the street to see all the possible branches of his future and be able to choose. What we have as a result was never part of our plan.
But how could it happen? Why did you want one thing and end up with quite another?
Every creation always bears an impression of the creator's personality. We failed to account for that when we employed Yulia. She's an engineering genius, but she has a shortcoming that we missed at the time. She's too rational. She relies on logic too much.
I fail to see why that's a shortcoming.
Yulia is a skeptic by nature. She's always searching for a single true answer. And now the Atrium Street does exactly what Yulia's mind does. It doesn't create realities, it reduces them all into one, making it inevitable.
Why haven't you destroyed the street if it's causing so much misery?
How do you expect me to do that? How do I explain to the people living there? First of all, impossible objects cannot be fully destroyed. And trying to always leads to new catastrophes.
All this personal struggle, all your grief has made you forget about all the people. What if someone else walks down that street?
You're right. I have no idea what to do with that accursed street. Cordoning it off isn't likely to help much, but it should at least keep random passers-by safe. I'll give an order to place the patrolman there. Let it stay off limits for now, until I figure out what to do next.
Ubi culpa est, ibi poena subese debet. The street Liracheva created is dangerous. It will be barricaded tomorrow. Are people just walking the wrong way down the street? Yeah, like, what if I do it backwards? If I do it backwards, then what? Then does it work? Eh? I think we're done with this day. But no, we're not done with this day because I gotta go figure out how to save stomatins. Why did Andre get it? I guess he was part of the Ornirotects as well. Let's go back to the still water. Andre probably tried to stop the Inquisitor from taking his brother. Yeah, Andre would be the kind to fight back for sure.
The bow!
Oop. Back to day 3. I don't reset that. I don't reset that. I don't know if I need... I'm gonna reset that. That one might be the one connected to the polyhedron. Liracheva. Didn't really believe that I could succeed. Did you ever look at the sample that you took from the bowl? I did, yeah. It was basically saying that it had started to multiply, but we needed more time. and we haven't gone to the next day after that. It was very brief. It's still very inconclusive. All right, I gotta find the stomatines. Oh. Yeah, I lost one shard of amalgam, it looks like, shifting back to day 3. So the segments are not just those full things. That is a fair bit of amalgam that I lost, though, admittedly. All right, can I get into the polyhedron? I would love to do that.
Dribbles.
Where do you think you're going, old man? You can't go in there. Only kids are allowed through.
I simply can't believe it exists. When I saw it from a distance, I thought it was an optical illusion or something. Where did this polyhedron come from? What's holding it up?
Lots of things. Kind words, poems, ditties, lullabies, tears. Hazelnuts, boogers, beetles, ants, dead folks, mom's hugs. Dad's yelling, rainwater, gooseberries. Gooseberries? Ha! That's not a word. You just made that one up now.
So you don't know what's holding it up?
Oh, come on. We just told you what, Scatterbrain. Memory's not all it once was, huh? You need me to say it again?
No, there's no need. I got the part about the kind words and the gooseberries, but that's not what I was asking about. It's creaking. Can't you hear it? I can't be the only one.
Does that all the time. We're used to it. When we play pirates, we pretend it's the mast creaking in the wind. Yarr!
And what if the polyhedron falls over? Who built it, anyway? I don't suppose it just assembled itself out of straw and sunlight.
I didn't. It didn't. The genie built it. The genie from the bottle. The great genie. The great genie! The king of bottles!
Look, I'm glad you're having fun, but I was asking a serious question.
Who finds answers and miracles at the bottom of a bottle? A genie.
Ah, I think I'm starting to understand. Genie means drunkard, right?
Fancy that, little sis. The old man isn't as dumb as he looks. The old man isn't as dumb as he looks. He solved the riddle. Here, have a hazelnut. You earned it.
If he's indeed a genie, and where can I find this genie of yours?
You were off to a promising start. I thought you'd figured it out. Give us the hazelnut back. Where do you think genies live, old man? Wherever there's a lot of bottles.
The pub, then. But I've already been there. Not a genie in sight. Just Andre Stomatin.
Sure, Stomatin. That's our genie's name, but he's not Andre. He's the other one, the mirror image.
Ah, you mean his brother. All right, I see. Thank you. I'll go drop by his house.
Bingo! Bravissimo! Genius! The old man solved the riddle. Congratulations! Sadly, you didn't earn a hazelnut this time. Here, have this metal spring instead. A consolation prize.
Thank you. I'd say it's a pleasure doing business with you, but it's not. Have a hazelnut, you earned it, just like your grandma. Holy fuck, the mania's going wild. Mania's going wild, dog. I'm losing it. We're going so fast. Yo, let's go. Oh, I don't have any health items. Uh-oh. I forgot to get my shit out of the clock. Maybe there's a clock in Andre's house. Maybe I can get there in time before I die.
I don't think so.
Push it!
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
Talking to those kids has freaked me the fuck out. Yeah, I'm dead.
He's a maniac, maniac on the floor.
Okay, well. There may be ways I can manage this, but it requires me to get into somebody's house. There's a clock in here, I think. Where? Oh no, there isn't. There's a clock in Georgie's room, though. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna try to get to Andres. And then I'm probably gonna save and call the stream before we actually do Andres talk. Dr. Daniil Dankovsky had a heart attack exacerbated by extensive conversations with small children and fucking died in the middle of the road.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
Oh, well. It's saved. At the very least, I know it's saved when we did a zone transition right there. So, I think I'm going to call it here, y'all. Thank you all for coming. I very much appreciate it, as always. Thank you for bearing with me through the weird little technical difficulty hiccup there. That's always super fun and enjoyable. Double checking the thing. I'm not seeing anything to kick y'all to, so I'm just going to say I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening, a lovely weekend, and I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Thank you all for coming and chatting and being part of this whole thing. I really appreciate it. So goodbye, everyone. I can see my stream is kind of tanking again in quality, so at the very least, the VOD will be fine because it's just recording straight off my PC. So I don't know why that is. I'm probably going to go reset my router. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.